Awesome. All right. Main question is, I've heard you talk in your videos a couple times about it. I just want to see what your opinion is on one man versus two man mowing crews. I do a lot of smaller yards, like quarter acre things, just small ones. And I'm just curious, because from what it seems like, if one person is going out and doing these lawns, they would make more money versus if they have like someone with them. Is that been the case, or what is kind of your current take on one man versus two man, something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like in general, the more stops you have per day, the more inefficient adding more people to that crew becomes. So what that means is if you have 20, 30 lawns that you're trying to get done in a day, typically smaller property and sizes, you're going to want to have less people on that crew. Why? Because every single stop is a part of the process that allows for waste. Because if you have two people, they are never going to end perfectly at the very end of the job. They're not going to finish the weed whacking and blowing every single job at the exact same time that the other person finishes mowing. If you had three people to that, even more waste because now you have more waiting around. Less so if you're having three or four people in a truck, but they only do 4 or 5 hour properties and it's HOAs and commercial property. That's like if you have a commercial property and that's the majority of what you're doing in terms of maintenance, I don't mind someone having a big truck, 3, 4, 5 guys on it, 3 or 4 zero turns on the back because they're going to park their truck and maybe do 2 properties a day. So there's no waste. The more properties and stops you have per day, i.e. the smaller properties that you have, the more efficient a crew member is. The trade-off becomes when you start having to buy them an entire truck, trailer, setup, equipment, etc., just to be able to make them go solo or allow for less people on the truck. So there's this handoff of capital, like spending on capital improvements and in CapEx, capital expenditures is called like assets, trucks, equipment, etc., versus spending more on wages, right? So as a company grows, expands, typically from a tax perspective, it makes more and more sense as the business becomes profitable to get more assets and then allow the assets to make the labor more productive. However, the assets are a fixed expense. Wages are a variable expense, which at the beginning, when you don't have a lot of money, you'd actually want to lean more on the wages. You'd want to lean on having two people in the truck, even if they have 20 stops in a day, simply due to the fact that you don't have the capital to go buy have the capital expenditures, or you go into debt. And so I'm not saying you shouldn't go into debt. I'm not saying you should or should not buy trucks. What I'm saying is there's a handoff of efficiency versus having to go spend more money on capital. And typically what I see is you want to maximize how many people in a truck, up to two. If you're doing 15, 20 lawns a day, for example, you're up to two people. And then as you become more profitable from a tax perspective, you go out and buy the capital assets required to be able to make your guys more efficient and use the fixed cost of equipment, trucks, etc., to warrant the fact that it's easier to buy those than it is find more employees. And so that's going to come with time, though. I don't recommend you go out and get a bunch of debt so you can have the trucks and equipment and have less people in the truck. I'd rather have you have variable expenses than fixed expenses when you're first getting started.